Hey, welcome to BurpTalk for movies. In this video, I'm going to talk about How to Train Your Dragon 2. I'm going to go into spoilers, so please, you should not be watching this if you intend to watch this blind. If you don't mind spoilers, listen ahead. So I have warned you, there are going to be spoilers because I'm just going to ramble about the movie and my thoughts and blah 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 like that. Anywho, I finally got around to watching it. I wanted to watch it because apparently it was good, I think, but then I didn't really hear much about it afterwards from my circle of influence. So I love dragons, so I'm like, I need to see what's happening here because I enjoyed the first movie, but then I'm like, do we need a sequel? I don't know. I'm not sure whether they needed a sequel. So I was kind of skeptical coming into this. I love the dragons. I love the character designs. It's amazing. I love the world. I love the storytelling. The animations are incredible. But as usual with my BurpTalk talks about movies, I usually focus on the story. And, well, what happened to that Drago guy? That guy with the, oh, I can control dragons and I need to control the alpha, and then he suddenly got pushed away into the ocean, and I'm like, what? Wait, what happened to him? Did he end up somewhere, or did he actually die? Like, because everyone's too focused on Hiccup, and I'm like, And I kept asking and wondering, how did that Drago guy control the first black alpha dragon at all? Because he kept stating he hates dragons in general, yet he somehow managed to control that huge alpha dragon. So if he's that powerful, should I assume he used violence upon that big alpha dragon? I really like how he was really violent towards people, and he's just, ruthless and just kills people and hurts people. And so I think at times he leaves it to, hey, let's just dump all these people into the water and not really care about them. Like, if you're that powerful and if you're really that smart, you would have killed them on the spot with your presence right there, because you will ensure that they will die. That kind of thing. That's my reasoning. But then, of course, this is a kids' movie, a family movie. You can't really do that. Anyway, let me keep going. Aside from talking about, killing everybody, that's too much like Game of Thrones. Anywho, I'm really not really sure about this Drago guy. If I were to live in his shoes, does he want to control everything? What was his motive? Why is he doing this? He just wants to get back at people who rejected him? Is this just someone who's licking his own wounds and just slashing out and it's like, no, I will not be rejected and turned away. I will just kill everything. I'm like, that's too much, kind sir. Who is he even getting revenge at? Because he believed that Hiccup's dad was dead, so I don't get who is he getting revenge back on? What's the point of this? It's like what Hiccup asked. What? Why are you doing this? What? And then his reason didn't really convince me either. Like, is he really just should we just generalize Drago as some terrible, ruthless, violent, and insane person, and that's it? Like, there's no actual reason why he became this way, because the reason why he became this way wasn't really convincing to me, and that made me really not engaged with it at all. I was like, because this movie, you can tell where it was going. It's predictable. Eventually everything will be okay, aside from Hiccup's dad dying. It's just it's weird. I'll talk about the dad dying later, but I need to stay on track. Wait. With Drago, is he just representing people who can't be reasoned with a narrow-minded person. As in, sometimes there are people who can't change. And I think maybe the dad is a representation of someone who actually changes because he actually accepts dragons and being friends with them and being, working together with dragons. While Drago is the opposite. Maybe Drago is the foil to Hiccup's dad. I'm sorry. I want to like this movie, but I'm not sure anymore. You may say, "Hey, stop criticizing this movie and just enjoy it." I'm more focused on how to make things better, so let me nitpick. Okay, let me nitpick the story. But I get it. If this movie was set up to be a movie that was just meant for entertainment's sake, then I respect that. Then I have different expectations going into watching it. But I had expectations that matched the first movie, and this doesn't really meet my expectations. It's not on par with the first movie, honestly. Despite the really, really good, all the other things that come with making this anime movie. The story really, I feel mixed in terms of getting invested in it. Okay. So, perhaps Drago was a foil to Hiccup's dad, someone who can't change, while Hiccup's dad actually did change. And for some reason, Toothless evolved or something. Is he a Pokemon? Something glowed blue, and then something go, pow! I can kill you now. I am the alpha. I'm like, at the time I didn't know what was happening, but then as I think about it now, maybe because he's protecting the other dragons, he magically becomes the alpha because the white huge big alpha dragon before him actually passed away. And I'm like, no. But that's really airy-fairy. It's like, oh, because Toothless is protecting these dragons, he's now magically the most powerful. I'm like, really? It went over my head at the time. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't really clear to me. It's like, what? Toothless is now the alpha, and that was all. I was like, huh? Why? Huh? What? What's going on? It felt off and unsatisfying somehow, and then that female Viking lady, the twin. There were the two boys that were going after her, and then meanwhile she's being a perv on Muscle Man, and then only towards the end she realizes she likes the feeling of being liked by the two boys who really care, but then the two boys went for their dragons instead because they've been without their dragons for a long time. There's a lot of side stories going on at once, I think. I was amused at that part where, the female twin was like, ooh, the muscles. I want to eat that man up, in terms of, sexual tension. But it's like, amusing, but I don't know. Was it getting things more sidetracked than it should? I don't know. And in terms of having Hiccup's dad die, it felt like it was leading up to having the mother die instead. So I was kind of like, oh, that's the only surprise I got, which is, oh, the mother died. Wait, the dad died instead of the mother. He died because he sacrificed himself so that Hiccup doesn't die. But then, in turn, the whole movie at the beginning was setting up Hiccup saying, oh, I don't want to be the chief of this town, my village. I want to explore and, illustrate the whole map of this world and find things and discover things. And, that's his true passion, which is what his mother did because she drew a huge and a big and better map for the world they live in. But then because of the dad dying, Hiccup didn't even get to have to talk with his dad about what he really wants. And he doesn't even get to explore the world anymore that much because of he has responsibilities, unless he actually leads his village to explore more. I don't know, that's also a possibility. But at the end of the movie, he's now stuck being a chief because he's obligated to protect it. Protect his own, as they call it. When they were doing the ritual for Hiccup's dad funeral service, I would technically call it. And I felt like, what? That's it? I thought there would be, the predictable talk of, hey, Dad, I don't want to be a chief. Could you please understand that I want to be free? It's a story that didn't even go that direction, and I was not sure what the message is now. And I was also hoping that the mother would stay with the dragons instead. Or maybe he explores everything in his mother's place if the mother died, while the dad can be a chief at the village. But no, that didn't work out. So I guess he's just protecting all the dragons and all the people, I guess. There's no reason for them to be an actual adventurer and explore. I don't know, I felt confused with all the different story threads and running gags, and I felt it was really nice when Hiccup's dad and father and mother actually, see each other for after so many years and actually dance with each other. It was kind of bittersweet. And what happened to the white alpha dragon's corpse? Did it just sink to the bottom of the sea? I don't know. Excuse me. I don't know, I feel mixed how Hiccup has to be a chief now. It doesn't really fit him with his whole story thread about how he's different from his dad, and now he has to become his dad now. To be as brave as his dad. To accept his responsibility and look after their own. Maybe that is the message. Live and protect. And all that. I don't know, I just felt disappointed somehow. And this whole... Maybe I'm not getting this movie. Can someone explain what is the meaning? What their version of the meaning? Because what I'm spewing out of my mouth is opinion, and you will have your opinion as well. I am happy to discuss opinions. So, and I'm not gonna say anyone is right or wrong. This is just a discussion because people see things differently. But I think How to Train Your Dragon 2, I think, is an unnecessary sequel. I did enjoy the action sequences and the acting and all that. It's just that in terms of the whole story, I wasn't really sure what's going on in terms of what the message they're trying to communicate to the audience. And I feel kind of disappointed and sad that I said that. Anywho, that's all I got to say about How to Train Your Dragon 2. Maybe you got more thoughts on it. If you want to discuss, I'm happy for you to do that below this in the comments below. If you want to keep tabs for more videos like this, and there's my Twitter, there's my Tumblr, and there's this YouTube channel. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. See you in the next video.